Mailbox Monday, number God only knows. Let's go. Welcome to Bullman Built RC if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you have. Today is a Mailbox Monday, where we go over all the things that I got in the last week or so, and I show you. So, first up, we have what used to be a truck. I went over to Ohio to a comp. This thing was sitting on a shelf for sale. Jordan and I kind of checked it out, and he was like, eh, and I was like, yep, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
So I don't know, I wouldn't say I lowballed him, but I wasn't going to pay what he asked for it. How's that? And I ended up with it. So all my downtime while we were there, because there was like, I don't know, 30 some odd people, I think, and then some of them could have two trucks, I took it apart, which doesn't necessarily affect you too much. It actually lets me break it down a little bit easier. So it has a G-Speed chassis, 3D printed rear. This is Corrupt Carbon Works, actually. So the Corrupt Carbon Works rear frame tie together thing. It has some sort of little battery tray doodad, a aluminum panhard mount, the aluminum servo mount. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what this is made of. Almost like, what is that one stuff? Like Kydex, I think is what it's called. It's like just that hard plastic. They make holsters out of it a lot of times and stuff like that, I think. But anyway, it has two little tube cross members and things, and then the panhard bar. It had some 3D printed sliders. Not 100% sure where those are from. The Salinas transmission. Salinas, whatever the hell this thing is. I'm not 100% sure exactly how all this works, because now that I look at it, there's like a slipper eliminator, but it's got these plate things on it. The motor plate looks really rough, like it's been ground on by a family of beavers or something. I don't really know exactly how these things work, but I do know that the skid is an integral part of having the transmission, because this gear right here actually sits inside the skid when you set the transmission flat. So this is a 3D printed skid. The lower links are straight, decently heavy. They've got some spacers on them. Not real sure what those are from. I also got the upper links, pretty much the same thing. They're a little thinner. These look like VP, maybe something along those lines, with a tapered. This is a very solid front upper. I noticed I'm missing a ball end in there. These are Amazon Incision knockoffs, so I will probably just be selling those. That one is cut, so it doesn't do very well as far as that goes. This one's still on the transmission, and got the other side there. You had some cool little cross members in there, super lightweight, super little, so that was kind of cool. TRX4 shocks. I don't remember which ones are which. One set has the pink Losi springs on it. This set has silver, regular, non-coated springs. Let's see. Some funky little body mount. So the front actually has SSD knuckles that I'll probably end up stealing off of this. It is a 3-piece where the C's are separate and everything. So this is a pretty decent axle. It's got the brass up front, and it has a semi-bent tie rod. Aluminum hexes that I see. It does have the universals in it. Nothing too crazy. This is actually a Beeftubes brass, by the way. And, nothing nuts. I'm going to have to see what's inside just to actually tell. But that is the front. The rear is literally a stock one. May have gears in it or something. And then it has this wild looking little doodad here for the upper link mounts. I think they're supposed to go here, but they still had the uppers in there. So I'm not real sure what exactly this is for. Not 100%. Also a 3-piece with the rear and everything like that. And then he threw in, to sweeten the deal somewhat, he threw in these steer pieces for the rear, so I could have a 4-wheel steer, 35 kg servo with some aluminum. Those look like Amazon mounts. Another little mount. It has a Castle motor that's not wired. I'm not even sure if it spins pretty freely-ish. Let's see, what is this? 3800. So I can't do anything with this. That is insanely fast, even for me, for a crawler. So I got that, and then a Reefs. What is this? 422. This is the Red Cat version of the 422 HD. I've been told these are different. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I'm not 100% sure. This was a Reefs thing before I actually became a dealer, so I'm not up on that. Amazon 25-tooth servo arm and the drag link there. So that is my disassembled and new SCX-10-2. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Next! I count everything. Sent my wife to the old Kroger. She picked me up some sandwich bags, so that way when I go to the swap meet, everything will be bagged, marked, and all proper. And hopefully I can sell a bunch of stuff. Next! I think I know what's in it. Yes, alright. So these are 2 complete sets of leaf springs. I did say that we were going to try and make our own last time, but I went ahead and got these just in case. B, so that way I had something to use as mock-up, and these are going to go on our leaf spring projects. We're getting really close. We're waiting on a few things. Obviously, I need some mounts for the axle. Waiting on those. Those should ship sometime the next week or so. And then there will be a whole build video about what we are doing. So, I got leaf springs from the Amazon. Next! I was on eBay one night and saw this. Actually, Jordan sent it to me and said, "Hey man, you should buy this." And I was like, "Ha! You're correct. I should buy that." So I went ahead and got it. It was not what I'd consider cheap, but it was on the lower end of what it was probably worth, or what it is worth, I guess. So I went ahead and snagged it, and I blame Jordan for this because I got my first one from him, and now I own another one, and I just put it in an offer for another one. So what we have here, oh boy. Go away! Get out of here! No. So, what Jordan has done is now has me on the prowl for these. This is a new bright Jeep. This is the size you want. I believe this is actually the one you want. This is one of the older ones, I think, that's like a harder plastic. Some of the other ones, apparently something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take the body off of this and just probably junk the rest of it because they didn't know if it worked. And honestly, the rest of it is not worth putting even on eBay and wasting the time to mess with. The front is, the front's broke. This bumper's like loose, twisted in there. It's just garbage. I just want the here up. It's fine. So I got that. Pretty stoked about it too. Next, my dude named Ryan, who I do not technically know in person. He's been a viewer for a while, and we've become at least acquaintances. I would consider us internet friends at this point. He asked me, "Hey man, would you be interested in building me a buggy?" And I said, "Of course." And he kind of told me where he was going with it and what he wanted to do and everything like that. And so we made up a big build list of this is what you need, this is what's going on, yada yada yada. He sent me a couple reference pictures. Basically told me this is what I want, maybe add a little bit and add some of your flair to it. We'll see what happens. There will be a whole build video on this as well. But here is what is going on. So we'll try cutting this again. There we go. And there's that. Don. Step. Goodness. Oh boy. There we go. Alright. So we got that. Put this down here. Alright. I'm going to send all this back whenever I send his buggy to him. To start off with, we have the most important part, which is, oh man, goodness, which is this. This is an Endura JK body. Ooh, and it has parts in it. Sick. I don't know. Cool. Ryan must have much smaller hands than I do. I can't really get this. There we go. So what we have here is an Endura Rubicon JK, not Jeep body, even though it says Jeep. I'm not sure if they have a licensing or whatever, but anywho, this will be the basis of his tuber, and what is wild and crazy is you pretty much just hack it along this line here, chop the grill out. The rest of it just goes back to him. The seats are usually okay to use out of these. They usually, as long as you don't get too crazy, they can make it. And we'll see what else he wants to do with it, or if he wants it back, whatever. I'll throw it in the junk pile if not. So, these are super cool. They have opening doors. I believe this back opens. The top will come off. Kind of like your mom when you give her enough to drink. Oh, they got a spare, lights and everything. But we are just going to use this as a hood and grill for his buggy. If you were watching a couple weeks ago, I did get an aluminum skid. So this will be the skid that actually goes in the truck. I have a brand new 10.3 transmission, which is going to be in there. And then we have brand new 10.3 straight axle rear and a brand new 10.3 straight axle front. Technically 10.3 based with an Endura body, and then he wanted this thrown in. So I told him I have to have those parts because I have no idea how big, wide, whatever these things are. So he actually got the RC4WD drive, Miller, whatever the hell that truck's called, parts. And let's see. Okay, so I got the interior base here. I have the seats along with some screws and stuff. And then one of the important things is actually he got the grill. So what I plan on doing is probably just hacking this hood, building the truck with the width of the interior here, and then I have a couple of these extra just sitting over on the shelf that I've bought over the last year or two. So if I mess it up, it is what it is. But I'm going to take this grill and this hood and maybe the cowl section, and I'm going to try to make them all together. So that way it fits, and I'll pie it or whatever I have to do. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just now seeing these parts as I show you. This is what I try to do. So this is my genuine real reaction. So this goes there. We'll do the hack and the chop and the glue together, and we will see exactly what we can do. I like it though. I like this grill a lot. The not Jeep grill. That is a lot of choppy. That's a good, easily good 1/2 inch to about 5/8 off of each side, and a pinch and all sorts of stuff. I'm excited to build this thing. I am excited to see this come together. So maybe on the Monday Night Live, which is 2 days from now, it'll be 5-6 days ago, whatever, from when you see this, but no, it'll be 7 days. It'll be actually 7 days from when you see this backwards, so it will have been 7 days ago. Anywho, I'm going to try and put all this together and everything. That way I can actually start with a general width and go from there. Golly, that's a big ass radiator. Jesus Christ. Anywho, so we got that. Super stoked about that. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to check me out on the Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook groups. Bullman Built RC across the board. Check us out Monday nights live on YouTube at 7 Eastern. And that is all. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you later. Bye! Candy. God damn it. How's this going here? This is fucking wild. There is nothing holding that in. Okay. I guess this opens somehow. I also got the upper link. Sorry, I don't know. The motor plate looks really rough, like it's been ground on by a Welcome to Mailbox Monday. Nope, that's not what it is. I got more stuff. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what the hell those two. Working all day. Working all my for bullshit pay, which I can fuck your mom. So we can start. You know what? Just delete all that shit. All of that before that. Just delete it all. Ready? Here we go, you.